So I'm here now in Paris because our Ministry of Environment from Austria is here with his delegations, and we are taking place to abolish this climate change in the world. And I'm very optimistic that there will be a big success at the end of these 2 weeks here. But my planning also is that we are promoting our ENCORE conferences. This is Environment Conference of Regions of Europe, where I'm the president now. And we have about 140 regions of Europe. They are working together, and they're coming together every 2 years. And the next conference of the ENCORE will be in my homeland in Carinthia, a very nice land with a lot of mountains and lakes. And we will discuss also what actions we will take for saving the climate. But what's very important for me also is that there is a youth ENCORE conference 1 week before the big conference with all the regional ministers. And there are 40, 50 young people working together in workshops, and they are meeting then when the real conference starts, and they are giving their resolutions and their ideas to the politicians. And then you see on this point of meeting from the old politician generation to the young generation who will live in future, that is very important that they are changing knowledges.
So would you say that both region and youth are not enough involved in the negotiation process?
You mean what region? What region?
Are regions enough involved in the negotiation process here at COP21?
That's not what I mean, but it's a difference if regions are working together or just states working together, because the regions, they are more practical. And we have a lot of European projects where you can work together cross-border, and you see the effort at once. Because if you are working together with littering or saving the climate in any other cases, it's this really the working progress is here, and not only a theory, but we are really under facts. And these regions, they're all ministers working in their own case, and so we can change knowledge. And it's very the best practice models, they are changing from one region to the other.
Okay, so the governments of states should listen more from the region, from the voice of the region, right?
Yeah, because we are working in reality. All the other stuff is coming top down, and we are working bottom up. What we made in Carinthia is we have an energy master plan where 4,000 or 5,000 people were working together, and this was a bottom-up process. We had 11 working groups, and one group was the creative group with only young people, and they have fantastic ideas, and you should listen to these ideas.
Okay, so the youth is not enough involved in the process. Those people, those head of government, they are at least 60 years old. So is that serious to let them negotiate about the future of the youth?
The youth is just involved in taking the products out of old politicians over 60 years, because the old politicians are making a non-livable future for the young people. You should ask the people who have to live in future, and I think this process is much more important than all the other old men sitting together and serving the lobbies.
Okay, about the Austrian INDC, what would you say about that? Are you satisfied about the proposition of the national government?
I think you always can be better, yeah? But we have to have targets that are to reach. And I think our targets for 2020, it's no problem to reach, but our targets for 2030, this will be not easy. So we have to put much more work in, and for instance, more heart into this process.
Okay, we all know that climate change will probably produce millions and millions of climatic refugees from all over the world. Austria has been touched by the refugee crisis which is happening now in Europe. Are you expecting something from COP21 about climate refugees?
You know, as it happens now, where you have refugees from Syria, Austria and Germany is taking a lot of refugees, and we have about 2,000 or 3,000 crossing our country every day. But this is just an example that this will happen in future when we have climate refugees, and there will be 1 billion of people coming from the countries because they have too much sun, too less water, or rising the water level and stuff like this. So we have to think about it when we are now not able to solve these problems in whole Europe. That is just the beginning.
Thank you very much for your time and for your answers.